Mic check. The microphone wire wasn't in correctly. That might have been why it was quiet. I don't know. I don't know if that would have affected it. I don't know. We'll find out when I play this song. Good evening, boys and girls. Or shall I say, good evening, Mrs. Holly Beckley. Where are we? He's got a chicken donut. Hello, Charlotte. Not now. I just want to go in the guitar tuner, for crying out loud. Oh my gosh, how hard is it to open a guitar tuner? Just... There we go. Our key. Our key. Oh no, get off my screen. Oh my gosh, how many emails? There we go, now it's in tune. Good evening, ladies. How are we all? Alan Cable. I came in his name, I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. Let's see if this works. Can you hear my voice? I came in his name, I'm saved by his grace. 2,000 years ago he died on a cross so he could show you how to live your life without sin and without lies. The devil took him on a mountaintop and offered him a kingdom he would not stop. He said, "Son of man, worship me, come over and bend your knee." I said, I came in his name, I am saved by his grace, by his grace. Surrounded himself with 12 good men, disciples is what we called them. There was Matthew, Mark, Luke and John, and they told his story after he was gone. How he was born and raised, it only took 3 days. In his name we are saved, but only by his grace. I came in his name, I'm saved by his grace. By his grace. Good evening, ladies and cable. Where are we? Music window. Do 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 do. That's Marlo chewing on a chicken donut, by the way. If you could hear him. You probably can because he's near the microphone, little bugger. Yeah. If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I want is you to be my sweet honey. If I was a tree growing tall and green, all I want is you to be my. I've forgotten the words. If I was a tea, if I was a tea, if I was a tea, if I was a tree growing tall and green, all I wanted you to shake me and be my leaf. Is that what you get that? If I was a flower growing wild and free, all I wanted you to be is my sweet honey. All I wanted is you to be my bride. With your hands and stand by my side. All I want is you to stay with me. Hold your arms and swing like a sea. You were the river and the mountains tall. Rumble of your waters would be my call. You were the winter, I'd be the snow. Just as long as you were with me when the cold winds blow. All I want is you to be my bride. We take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you to stay with me. Will you hold me in your arms and swing like a sea? If you were awake, I'd be the nod. If you were asleep, then I'd be the god. If you were the floor, I'd wanna be the wood. If you were a kiss, then I know I'd be the love. All I want is you to be my bride. We take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you to stay with me. Will you hold me in your arms and swing like a sea? If you were the wood, I'd be the fire. If you were love, then I'd be desire. If you were a castle, I'd be a moat. If you were an ocean, I'd learn to float. All I want is you to be my bride. We take me by the hand and stand by my side. All I want is you to stay with me. Will you hold me in your arms and swim like the sea? Swimming like the sea. Mandy Campbell was right. You couldn't hear my voice over the guitar. I played it back and he was right. Did that sound better? Because the wire wasn't even. I hope it's in now. Is it in now? It is in now. Birds flying high, you know how I feel. Sun in the sky, you know how I feel. Breeze drifting on by, you know how I feel. It's a new dawn, new day, new life for me. Yes, it is, and I'm feeling God. Fish in the sea, you know how I feel. River running free, you know how I feel. And of course, I'm feeling God. Dragonflies out in the sun. You know what I mean, don't you know? Butterflies all having fun. You know what I mean. Whoa, 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 whoa. Sleep in peace when this day is done. Is what I mean. And I'm feeling God. Stars when you shine, you know how I feel. Scent of the pine, you know how I feel. Freedom is mine, you know how I feel. It's you, it's a new dawn, new day, new life for me. And I'm feeling God. Michelle Bublé. Yes, Michelle, not Michael. That's Michelle. Rounded face, close set eyes, small, cute, pink lips. All the markers of a woman. More than a woman. Bruce Lee's a woman. Bruce Lee's a woman to me. Bruce Lee's a woman to me. I heard that the earth ain't round, that you found a lie, and you're spiritual now. Yeah. I heard you saw a face amongst the rest. It didn't match the rest. Your eyes were too close and your lips were too pink. And I learned just to think that the devil went and fooled us all, told us that we're spinning on a giant ball. I heard that men walk differently, like a marching soldier walking down my street. I saw that you girls have swag, that you cross your legs as you hold your bags. I saw that God was real, that the devil lied to change the way I feel, to take away my living soul that was breathed into me by the one and only God. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I found the truth and I couldn't hide it. I hoped you'd hear the truth and that you'd be as enriched in love as me. Shout out to Holly Begley and all the students that come here nightly. to learn the truth about boys and girls and the shape of earth, this very world. I heard that the devil lied about the stars in space, and it made me cry, because they've hidden God from all of us, and it's just because they want to control the world. Bankers and their money do the vilest things. It's why God makes me sing. He said, go and tell all my children too that I love them all the way that I love you. Sometimes I don't know where it comes from, I don't. I thank the Lord for giving me a mind that sees and a voice that's free. I thank the Lord for everything, all the food you've given us and the love you bring. I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but I saw God and I got excited, 'cause I realized that He made this world for me and you. So say your prayers and close your eyes, and tomorrow brings the truth, not lies. So thank you, Father, for everything, including this guitar that helps make me sing. I use the same word twice, I know, I don't get, who cares? I'm not feminine, but I hate to turn up out of the blue uninvited, but the world ain't spinning and you can't fight it, 'cause heaven is real and NASA lied to you and your children too. Thank you, I'm in Poncho Pete. I'm going to bed now. See you later. Bye. Adele. As I like to call him, Mandel. I've got to admit, I really like the character. For a drag queen. She's funny. He's funny. He's funny. Sorry, wrong pronoun. I'm still confused. Living in the land of confusion. You know what happens. Let's go up the top neck. Who said you could come up here? Go on then, alley up. You just farted, didn't you? I heard you. Didn't you? Don't look at me like that. I know you farted. I'm going to stink it in a second. As that waft of warm air joins me on the couch. Thanks. Eleanor had She gazed with a loving beauty, like a mother to her son. Like live and die, you'd see at the end, old and you won. Then all at once I heard some music playing in my bones. The same old song I'd heard for years, reminded me of home. But it's alright, lady alone. Alright, lady alone. I said, I'm alright where I am. This dog's face looking at me. Then creeping on towards me, licking lips with tongues of fire. A host of golden demons screaming lust and waste desire. And when it seemed full certain screams could get no higher, I heard a voice above the rest screaming, "You're a giant." Liars, brood of vipers. But it's alright, lady alone. I said, I'm alright where I am. How y'all doing? Do you have a nice day? Let's sing one for God. Backbiter, I said, tell him the God's gonna cut, he's gonna cut you down. Well, goodness gracious, let me tell you the news. My head's been wet by the midnight dew. I bent down on bended knee, talking to the man from Galilee. He spoke to me with a voice so sweet, swear I had the shuffle of an angel's feet. He called my name and my heart stood still. He said, Punch, go do my will. Go tell the long-tongued liar, go and tell the midnight rider, tell the rambler, the gambler, the backbiter. I said, tell him that God's gonna cut, he's gonna cut you down. You can throw your rock, hide your hand, working in the dark against your fellow man. Sure as God, make black and white. What's done in the dark will be brought into the light. So run on for a long time, keep running for a long time. I said, run on for a long time, but sooner or later gotta cut. He's gonna cut you down. He's gonna cut you down. Good evening, boys and girls, forensic students and school checks from around the world. Thank you, Heavenly Father, for everything. Let's put that guitar back. And I can just, I can form this position, I can just hang it on the wall now. There we go. Nice. Oh, look at you. The minute I put the guitar back, you think it's your turn to be strummed. Hey, look at you. Look at you. Yes, you, stinky doggy. What are you smiling for? He smiles now. He's smiling. He's happy. He's happy. Don't think we're fighting, mate. I'll tell you now. Don't think we're fighting. I'm telling you now. Get over there. Go on. Thanks. Go on. Go and lay down. It's not doggy time. It's goddy time. Yes. We've done dog's work. You've been round the park. And we got you a new ball. Tomorrow you get a new ball. Yeah, I've got... Yeah, no, not here. Not now. No, not now. Tomorrow. Yes, tomorrow. I'll take you in the woods. Yeah, not now. Not now. Tomorrow. Right, okay. Don't understand, do you? Not a word of English. Let's close the music window. Good evening. How are you all? I hope you had a nice day on the non-spinning stationary flat plane we live upon. Let me just go and grab this stream and post it. No. That was close. I should nearly swapped browser. That would have been a nightmare because I just shut the window down. Right, where are we? You know how I feel. Set up the pie. Kind of. I still think the microphone's too close. What do you think? Let me get that one. There we go. Copy. Facebook. I know, what a wingspan. Everyone's commenting on that. I was as shocked as you are, students. Sometimes you just don't expect the pictures you see, do you? And you wonder why you missed them. If you'd seen them, you'd have still missed them, just like you missed others. 8 PM every night UK time, we check the faces and skeletons of celebrities. Turns out every single one of them's not got the right skeleton. We're waiting to find a real one, and when we do, we'll let you know. No, don't put a picture in there. Copy and paste. Tweet 8 PM. Poncho Pete. There you go. And we're done. That one's posted. That one's posted. Oh, can I share it yet? I wonder if I can. Share to group. Let's see. Share to Poncho Pete. 8 PM. Boost. Oh, bloody well can. I'm allowed to talk in my group again. Wonderful. Right, we're done. Welcome to the show. I hope you had a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat plane. Hello, Ruth Haven. How you doing? I drop an album. Not in this world. Maybe in the next. With a load of angels as my backing group. That'd be nice. He came from the glory. He came from the glorious kingdom. Welcome to the show, everyone. Who's first in class? It was Mrs. Holly Begley. She gets the John Cena trumpets. Charlotte came second. Hello, Charlotte, sweetie. How you doing? Cable X came third. Salam alaikum. Grace Van Wormer in New York. Hello, Grace. How you doing, sweetie? Anna Susan's in the house. What's up, chick? Harry Bombari's in the house. Hello, Harry. Many blessings. And I believe that's it. Welcome to the show, all of you. I hope you had a nice day on a non-spinning stationary flat earth. Every night we look at skeletons. The main differences in a male and female face is the outline of the male head looks rectangular, squared or blockish. You see that shape? It's blockish. This one looks like an upside down egg. These are the primary markers of a skull. Upside down egghead versus a blockhead. Far apart, squared looking eyes with a big nose, large dental arch, big teeth and a square jaw. The woman has a smaller dental arch, it's much smaller look, closer set eyes, rounded close set eyes, with a bigger forehead than a man look. The male skull in general is 15 to 20% bigger, depending on region of male. Some males are bigger than others. So the skull's hips between 15 and 20% bigger than that of the female counterpart. This is worldwide. God created two skeletons, male and female, and once you know the differences in a male and female face, it becomes quite apparent when looking at celebrities, excuse me, I've got hiccups, that you've been hoodwinked, that someone has absolutely blinded you. Who would do this to you? Well, free will, you know. Excerpts of copyright material may, under certain circumstances, be quoted verbatim for purposes such as criticism, news reporting, teaching and research without the need for permission from payment to the copyright holder. There we go. We stopped right there on Alia Shokwat. Aliyah. They love to tell you in the names. It's not Aliyah, it's Aliyah. Aliyah Shawkat. with a wide face, deep set, squared looking eyes, big jawbone, strong collarbones look, and not V-shaped. You see the V-shaped ones are much shorter, they stop about here and they're angled up more. And it's because if you look at the actual collarbone of a male and female, that one of them looks more like, the females looks more like a handlebar of a bike compared to the, if you can remember, if for those children that remember the old handlebars, which were like cow's horns, and then BMXs came in, you got a straight bar, that's what it looks like, the difference in BMX bikes. BMX bandits, that's what they are. Images, Elia Shawkat. Straight away I see a large face, it's a big triangle and it's a square looking face, look, it's not egg shaped, it's got a square jawline, big set of lips, deep set eyes with a brow bone, wide but very short sloping forehead, so the face dominates the whole skull. This is what we're talking about when we're looking at these faces, look, the face of the male dominates the skull, whereas the female's face doesn't dominate the skull. You get much more bigger forehead, we call it a five head. And this person doesn't have one, he has a sloping forehead, like a man. That's a bit small, that's about right, 50-50. We'll take that, wide ash cheekbones, deep set eyes with brow bone, short sloping forehead, square jawline, been feminised, and a very flat chest. Oh my gosh. And there is your answer. Arms hanging like sausages in a deli shop window. Shoulders that you could put a Big Mac, a Coke and a fries on each side, no problems, it wouldn't fall off. And then we look at the opposite, the woman's face. Look at the triangle formed in Brad Pitt's lower half, like a Homer Simpson. You know what, that's a good point actually. You know, the Homer Simpson character, they draw this part of his face in a different colour, don't they? And it's like the outline of a woman's cheeks that they're drawing on The Simpsons. Same problem here. I've got small, close-set coffee bean eyes, look. The flatter forehead, widest in the hairline, look. It doesn't happen on this one, it caves inward. The man's head caves inward. The woman's caves outward, bellows outwards, giving you that shape. Remember, Brad's had a chin implant and a jaw implant, otherwise this face would be much, much thinner. Even thinner than it is. See, if you look at the two faces, who's got the widest face? Who's got the biggest cheekbones? And it's right here, the bigger mouth, the bigger smile, the further apart eyes. It's all here, right there, bowling ball sized head. This one's got the egghead look. She's just had cheek fillers. And once you get used to seeing the plastic surgery, that becomes very obvious when you're looking at these FTMs. I couldn't see the FTMs at first, I couldn't. I could only see the MTFs when I first started doing this, and it took a long time. And then I think it was Kate from Holland, she did a skull check. First time I'd ever seen a skull check laid over, but she didn't explain it, how she was doing it, the 50-50, etc. I just had to discover it all on my own. And then I added when I saw the triangles, I just like, I can see a bigger triangle on the male face than I can on the female. And it just became apparent when I was looking at people. I can see a bigger face on a man, smaller face on a woman, and it's just apparent once you've learned to do this, what's going on in the world. The Bible states that 2/3 of the world won't give a flying monkeys. It also states that only 144,000 people are going to make it through this hellhole. Well, it says 144,000. It doesn't actually say people, does it? It just says the 144,000. The strange thing is, when you realise that you've got 72,000 strands of DNA from your mother, 72,000 strands of DNA from your father, then that makes up 144,000 strands in total. Is God saying that only those with untampered DNA get to go to heaven? There's only going to be, it's not going to be 144,000 people, it's going to be those with 144,000 strands of untampered DNA. I have no idea. A lot of scripture seems to be allegorical, you know, you have to discern these things for yourself. What it means to me might not mean the same to you. You might have a different comprehension of what words mean to me. So therefore, we might find that we're not on the same page, even though we are. It's just a language barrier that stops us from seeing the unity in mankind. It quite clearly states that the Son of Man's coming back. The Son of Man. That's why I chose the name. When I realised that the fallen angels had found the daughters of man attractive and took them for themselves. The Bible makes a lot of sense. All Scripture does around the world. It's practically the same story, slightly different in different religions, almost the same names, always a flood. But it quite clearly states that when the Son of Man comes back with all the angels, the world will know the truth. When God created man in his image, this is a Son of Man, not the Son of God. God may have created... See, that's the thing. People, the general populace think that mankind made God, made him up, when it's quite the opposite. It's God that created man. It's God that made man, not the other way around. We didn't create a creator. It's just a false story. It's not a story, it's fact. Someone created this world and everything in it. It was a good point the other day I read. A cow's got 4 stomachs for eating the grass. And then you think about why it's got 4 stomachs. And then you think, why would you give that one 3 stomachs and I only get 1 stomach? Why, if I'm a herbivore, why don't I eat grass? Why don't I have 3 stomachs to eat grass if I'm a herbivore? But just looking at just on the cow alone, and I like to go to the sea because of the multitude of life, but just on the cow alone, then when you realise that the cow had to be created, it didn't come about by nothing. It came about because the Creator made it that way, and then its main sustenance is grass, and then that grass feeds so many things and holds so much life in it. It's like the Creator, just the magnitude of a cow and grass is phenomenal. But he did it with everything, land, sea and air, and he made it all multifunctional, that it all operates with life forms in each, and we all coexist. And you're just like, nah, it came from nothing. There's no God. We grew up in primordial, the story of primordial soup. There was a one-celled amoeba, bacteria, whatever. Lightning struck the primordial soup. Lightning. The Bible quite clearly states that Lucifer will come down like lightning from heaven, right? Obama, that's what Barack Obama means, right? The lightning above. So they're telling you right there, this is a Luciferian idea, that the lightning strike came down and started life here, not God. And they want you then to believe that one-celled bacteria split into 2 became 4, binary, we're talking binary here, 4 became 8 became 16, just like a computer, and then until you had multi-complex living life forms everywhere in all 3 living spaces, land, sea and air, and then the fish crawled out of water where it hasn't got a set of lungs to breathe like a land animal, and then somehow it adapted to land. Its fins fell off and it grew feet. This is over millions and millions and millions of years. None of it can be proven until you get to the fish. Then became a newt. The newt became a lizard. The lizard became a fox. A fox became a dog, and then the dog turned into monkey, and then the monkey turned into a man. This is all utter crap, and yet it's pushed in every single school, in every single nation around the world as the truth, evolution. Well, I can't speak for the Middle East. I can't, because I know they have a strong connection to God. So they don't believe in evolution. A lot of Muslim people already know it's absolute tosh that you are descended from monkeys, an absolute lie. But then the same nations believe in outer space, and they believe that their country is sending rockets up there and red Tesla cars and all that nonsense. All in a bid, and it is in a bid, to stop you from finding out where you truly come from and where you actually are living. Someone put a good quote on my page the other day, this morning I think it was, that Lucifer wants to sit in the north. I agree, yeah, it's written in the Bible that he wants to sit on God's throne. He will ascend himself in the north. Well, the north, wherever you are on flat earth, is in the centre. Which is, again, why I tell thee I want to go to the centre, not the edge. I think the edge is just going to be a barren wasteland. Cold, and it gets colder and colder. The further you get away from the sun, the colder and darker it gets, until everything freezes, including your fuels and whatever you've got. It's going to freeze no matter what you do. God stowed the proud waves of man who wants to be God, and I've seen a old elite video where the elite guy sat there, girl is sat there saying, if you don't want to live forever and put yourself in a machine or whatever, that's fine, but if you try and stop me from doing it. And I just thought, I ain't going to stop you. You do whatever you like. God is the overall power here, and if any man thinks that he's stronger or bigger than God, greater than God, take a look at the world around you. Take a look at the creation itself. You do not even compare until you have a pure heart, and then you start to live as he intended you to, in his image. In his image. He sent his one and only begotten Son to show us all how to live in his image, in the purest form that we can, with love and mercy and grace. Forgiveness is the kindest attribute of Jesus. Forgiveness. And people have forgotten how to forgive. People have forgotten how to think for themselves. So they lose themselves, not knowing that God created these two skeletons. And of the two, the divine feminine, she's the one that bears all life into this world. Adam and Eve. Eve was the mother of all. To quote the power of God, G2G Pog, Eve was the mother of all life. If that's the way God made it. And they want to make it sound putrid and nasty and inbred, but I don't believe that's the case. I think when God was speaking to Adam about all the trees, I think he was speaking about family trees. There were lots of trees in the garden, just don't mess with that one there. Unfortunately, Eve wasn't present during any of Adam's education, and Satan preyed on the easiest of two. Adam wouldn't have been fooled by Satan. He only, because of his love for Eve, he partook. And then when he partook, he blamed God for creating woman, for his own sin, for his own downfall. Instead of being a man in the image of God and having a backbone and saying no, he went hand in hand with his lover, didn't he? So when you say to me that there's no God, God doesn't exist, I present to you the human skeleton. Beyond anything on earth, this is the greatest living thing on earth. They want to tell you we're the worst. We poison the earth. It's all lies. Global warming is all lies. We're not the worst thing on earth. We do the worst things to each other. I agree. But without a spirit, without the soul of, without the truth that God exists, mankind will continue to do harm to himself and others. Without the moral compass. It's that God is a moral compass. Doesn't matter what anyone says. Once you know that God's real, you receive the moral compass of right and wrong. Before, you could have said, just like Jesus said, forgive them for they don't know what to do. You can't tell him you didn't know what you was doing now. Because he showed you. He showed you that he was real, and your own discernment, once you understand these two skeletons were created with intelligence design, then who created them? There has to be a creator. To have a computer, there must be a Bill Gates, and this is the most advanced computer in the world, male and female. Neither is greater than the other when it comes to spirit and soul. It's exactly equal. Absolute equality in the image of God. But we allow them to divide us, that men are this and women are that. Men are stronger, I'll give you that. Men, there are jobs that men should do and women shouldn't. It's exactly true. He created them for different purposes. One to labour and make homes and make houses, and the other one to turn houses into homes and to make life, make babies, create a family. But instead of having that, we have abortion clinics where it's okay to murder babies in this day and age. Someone posted a picture the other day, it might have been this morning, and it was a cartoon, but it was a baby inside the womb crawling back up to the top of the womb away from a pair of forceps, and the baby was saying, "I love you, mummy, why are you doing this?" And I was just, oh my gosh, because they made people think that babies are nothing more than blobs from conception. Within a few weeks, that baby is practically formed and a living life. But they passed a law when I was a flat earther. They could do it right up to the 9-month semester. And I'm just like, a natural, normal person would not pass that law, ever. In the understanding, especially a man or woman who knows that God's real, you would not pass that law, ever. The only reason that there were so many babies is because they've made marriage insecure, not the way it used to be, not something that it used to be. In holy matrimony by God for sickness and health forever and ever, amen. It's not like that. So there are all these relationships and unwanted pregnancies, as they call them, simply because of what they've done to society in general. Once you remove the faith of people in God, you remove just about everything, and then you blunt all their emotions with sick TV shows and films showing them murders and monsters and all these things, and it just blunts off a human reaction to these things when they see it for real. Not horrified the way you should be. People now pick up mobile phones and film old people getting beaten up instead of stopping it or using the phone to ring the police. They'd sooner record it. Just that what Satan wants is not what God's going to allow. It's that simple. He's going to allow him so much leash, isn't he? It's what the Bible says. He's going to open up the gates of hell, let him do his worst, and then he comes and counts those people that were like awakened to the fact that this was going on. And don't you think it's really sad that your friends and family don't have the intelligence to work out simple things like the world's not spinning, or that water's always level, or that there are only 2 skeletons in the world, boys and girls? How can you have 274 genders when there's only 2 skeletons? When crime scene investigators find a mass grave, the first thing they do is separate those bodies. 100 bodies, they're going to divide them into male and females. They'll find the hips, they'll decide just by that hole and that pelvic gap there on the male and females, that's how you distinguish them. You can tell by this hole here to that hole there whether it's a man or a woman, and then you separate the size of the bones so you get the age of the men and women in the grave, and then you start looking at all the missing names, and that's how you find out who's in the grave. That's how crime scenes investigations done. If they got to the grave and there was 274 different skeletons in the grave, are you kidding me? How do you tell that? How do you tell someone's, what do they call it, bifluid gender? I don't know what you call them. They got so many names. Well, how do you tell someone's bifluid if they've got a different skeleton? What would be different in them? If they're bifluid, because the hips and the skeletons, every man looks like that, every woman looks like that. That's how we distinguish men and women, because every male has got that skeleton, every female has got that skeleton. In this world, there are two skeletons, male and female. Created he them. Created he them. He created male first, apparently. I'm only going by scripture. I don't know. He might have created woman first. I've got no idea. But the Bible says that he created man first in his own image. And then when man looked around after he had named all the animals, he saw all the animals had partners, but Adam didn't have a partner. So God put him to sleep, took a piece of his rib, bone of his bone, flesh of his flesh, and created his soulmate. In the image of God created he them. In the image of God, he created he them. Oh, Marlowe. He also created that as well. Oh, gosh. So, when looking at the human skeleton, it's quite obvious. There are major differences, especially in the hip area. Length of arms, size of shoulder blades and scapula. Look at that shoulder blade here. This bit joining into the arm compared to that bit joining into that arm. There are big differences in the upper body and lower body of men and women. Clear as day. So again, when people tell you there is no God, forensics proves that God is very, very real. And that you were intelligently designed and sinisterly fooled by no other than Satan. And you don't believe in Satan, but the greatest trick the devil ever pulled was convincing the world he didn't exist. And that is what's going on here. I have got a massive male skull with far apart eyes, a big mouth, wide cheekbones and a very square jaw, a flat-chested man, compared to old slopey shoulders. Remember, this suit is hiding the true shape of Brad's upper half to convince you that he's a man. Let's get a 50-50 on this cannonball head. There we go. There we go. This is a big triangle. Draw a triangle in your mind. That's all you have to do. If the face is filling the skull, you're looking at a man. If the face doesn't fill the skull, you're looking at a woman. It's a 50-50. When I call it a 50-50, what I'm talking about is this picture here matches that skull here. There's a 50% space below the skull, look. So this, if you want to get a correct skull check on anybody, you've got to make sure that because the skulls are at 50-50, you've got to make sure that the picture is at 50-50 as well. That 50% of the picture is face and 50% of the picture is space. And then you can just bring the skulls over and match them up. Right, we'll take that as your face. We're going gate shopping with this cannonball. What is that shadow? Is it a penis? Oh, gutted. I thought it was a penis. Right, let's go back again. What's his name? Aaliyah Shawkat. Wait, I didn't even check the back file. I might have done him before I even do this, because some people don't check to see if I've already done them. I've got a Candace Owens. I've got 4 Candace Owens. That's how bad it gets. Mind you, saying that, I think I'd lost 2 of them. It wouldn't find them. And then when I actually made the new meme, the other 2 showed up. Right, there's a gate. That's a man all day long. Massive space between his straight legs. Space between his feet. It's a dude. There he is again. 2. He's a fat dude. What is that? Is that real? Arrested Development at Shawkat pregnant with the first baby. That just looks like a plastic. But it look. Usually they put clothes. Over the moon bump. That just literally looks like he's walking around with a moon bump hanging out. Shocking. Will you be taking requests? I did it last night. Where were you? I took the request last night, trader. I finished it right on the button. Finished all requests, and I took, I don't know, it's about 30 or 40 up there, I think. Oh, look at this. Just Jared, you know I love your weight. You could have spun that camera around, Jared. Where's my full march? Oh, that is it. There, that is a Just Jared picture. No, it's not. Search doesn't find them. It does for most people. You might be search blocked, Holly. I'm search blocked. I can't search my own Twitter anymore. Elon's turned it off. Elon's into free speech, but I'm not allowed to show you my free speech. I can search Facebook, but I can't search Twitter anymore. Wait, look in the back file. Oh, there is. Aaliyah Shawkat. We've already done it, look. Wasting my life going through this one. Next. McKenna Grace, 2 first names. Let's have a look in the back file before you even attempt it. Paste. At this rate, we might be doing requests again. Searching McKenna Grace. Images. 2 first names. Wide ass smile. Which one of these show that face the best? Oh, look. Number 7. Upside down, look. They love to show you the number 7. Lucifer. L for Lucifer. 7, 7, 7. And there it is again, look. A big old 7. A big red 7 right behind his head. No, Peter. That's the letter L. No, it's a 7 upside. Yeah, it does. Lucifer, L. But you turn upside down and it still means Lucifer. 7, 7, 7. We're looking at McKenna Grace. Look at the difference in them faces. Tell me you can't see it. Look, the long face of a woman. Buck teeth. Close set eyes, no brow bone, high set ears. Then you got old bugger lugs here. Look at the size of them taffies. Far apart eyes, short forehead. There's the big flat forehead, look. And you can see it's starting to bellow outwards. Dial M for Masons. It's just missing the peak. But here, bowling ball size skull. Egghead, bowling ball size skull. McKenna Grace. I think I might have done this one. Have we done it? Oh, no. The back file says, we haven't done him. I don't think it was it. Mind you, I think he might have still been a child when someone asked me to do him. That's quite a good film, that. I remember that. Is it Ghostbusters that's from? Is it really? I can't remember if it was. Right, McKenna Grace, let's have you. Tilted, that's a good one. We'll take that as your 50-50, look. There's 25% up and 25% below. So when you bring a 50-50 skull in, only one of them's going to match that face. Far apart eyes, or short, wide forehead, big lugs, and of course the square jaw that's been feminised. It's still a shadow caster and a strong neck. Right, let's go gate shopping with him, McKenna Grace, if there are any. He's not on the list, and I remember looking at him. There he is, look. Double devil horns. Double devil horns. What do you want me to say? Tell the world you're a Satanist without telling the sheeple that you're a Satanist. And that's how they do it. They use these symbols. Look at the size of Bull Murray. Bill Murray's skull. Look at the size of Bill Murray's skull. Look how... Right, now this is what... I've never shown the picture, and I don't think I ever will, but I've got a picture of a ratio, same age, kind of, with a footballer, with a famous footballer from England. And it's almost like it's, apart from the footballer, is bent down with a ratio, so it becomes even more apparent when you're looking at them. Now, I want you to pay attention to what I'm about to say. The trolls say that you can't tell just by looking at someone's skull, but you can. Right? You can tell the close set eyes versus the far apart eyes. Explain to me, those that don't believe this is happening, explain to me why McKenna Grace here, McKenna Grace has got a bigger face than Bill Murray. Explain to me how McKenna Grace's eyes are further apart than Bill Murray's. Explain to me why Bill Murray's face is squashed down underneath a massive 5 head. Explain this to me. Because there's no way on God's given plane, because he created 2 skeletons and men
have far apart eyes. And I'll tell you now, the face is pretty much filled out at a young age. It really is. Your skull is massive by 6-7 years old. You've got a massive skull. And that face, the huge face, compared to the squashed down face, when looking at these adults versus children, it's quite apparent that this is a woman with a squashed down face and close set eyes, no brow bone, 5 head, small mouth, and then this is a young boy with a bigger face than a full grown woman. That is a beautiful picture right there. I'm taking it. Clean it up. And there it is. How is it possible that McKenna Grace has got a bigger mouth than Bill Murray? Bill Murray, 2 first names. McKenna Grace, 2 first names. They love to tell you in the names. Even the Ghostbusters called Venk Man. I don't know what Venk means. I wonder what Venk means. Does anyone know which country that comes from? It sounds German or Dutch. Venk. Right, McKenna Grace, let's have your gates, mate. Let's punish you. What is that? One-eyed symbolism. These pictures are not taken like this by chance. They're done on purpose as a one-eyed salute to Satan. He's got no gates. You twat. Unbelievable. Oh, who's that with a big Bruce Lee skull of high waisters? You caught my attention. Oh, it's Paul Rudd. 2 tall girls and a small boy. Can you see past their spell? Gotcha. Can you see past their spell? Or do you need some more training? Oh, I don't know if he's walking there. The dog looks like it's sitting as well. I think that's a standing photo. It's no good to me. What's that one? No. Oh my. Well, can you get them shoes any bigger? There's a shot. There's a nice one. Gotcha. You're walking there. We're done. Straight away. Straight legs, knees together, space between the feet. Game over right there. Game over. That's a dude. I don't need to see feet. There's another one. Again, knees together look. If this was a woman, that gap, see that horizontal gap, vertical gap, I call it the isosceles triangle because it's really tight because the knees are together. That knee should be open and there should be more of a gap going diagonally that way. It should look like a flamingo foot. As you already know, those of you that understand forensics, you know there should be a flamingo there of some sort, and it's missing. And there, the male man walking again and again. I've got 3. I could do with 2 more McKenna. Let's see if we can get him on walking pictures. Walking. McKenna Grace. That looks like, oh my gosh, I'm telling you now, even though I can't see the face, that looks like Greta Thunberg. Why does that look like Greta Thunberg to me? And it is McKenna Grace. Space between his feet. Thanks for playing CSI with us. Is that another one there? It is. Dude on the left, dude on the right. He's trying to present himself as a woman there, but it's not having it. You got no chance. Straight leg, mate. Foot looking forward. But men are so easily fooled by this and then attracted to it. Don't need to be told twice. They are. You're done for, mate. Game over. Absolute game over. 1000% check that this is a man. Men come down the stairs with the knees together. Women do not. That is a man. Straight knee, straight leg, straight foot, straight leg, straight knee. Both sides, that's a man. End of story. Platinum marker. Stair fail. We're done. McKenna Grace is a dude. I just need one more. If it's there, I don't really care. I've got the stair fail. You're done for. The gates tell you everything you need to know, but a stair fail like that absolutely destroys them. Destroys all narratives that this is a woman. No matter who's telling you it. Now you know how to spot them. And it is that simple. Look at those two, pair of women. Look at the 5 heads. Dial M for Mongo. Dial, it's not quite there with him, but look at the size of the 5 head. Widest in the hairline, look. Widest in the hairline, not at the cheekbone. Squashy face on both of them. Squashy face, oh squashy face. So study forensics until you know it. And if I ever lie to you, you'll be able to call me straight out on it. I'm not going to. I've got the fear of God in me. And if I make a mistake, unlike the trolls and the internet agents, they can never go back on anything they've said, ever. I can correct myself. If I make a mistake, like I did with Liz Early's son, like I did with Bruce Jenner, like I did with Elliot Page, all because they're double flippers though. I made the mistakes. I didn't know that you could double flip someone. You see all the markers and you believe one thing. But the gate is what proves everything. At the end of the day, you can argue the skulls until the cows come home, which is why I don't like doing just skull checks. The way a man or woman walks decides the truth. It really does. Bearing in mind, these people are taught to walk the opposite gates. Men are taught to walk like women. Women are taught to walk like men. However, it's not the same. They look very similar. I'll give you it, they do. But once you know that men have got straight legs and women's legs bow and create diamonds, when you're looking at these men pretending to be women, it's quite obvious you're looking at a man walking like a woman. And when you see these women trying to walk like men, creating these diamonds, men don't create the diamonds, women do, look, because of the shape of the leg and calf muscle, chicken nom-nom legs. It's quite easy to spot them. When a man's crossing his legs over like that, there's no diamond there. When a woman does that same, it's a natural gait for a woman, 1 foot over the other. She couldn't stop a pig in a passageway. There's a massive gap there between the thighs and legs because the knees are opened outwards. For the next step, for the next graceful, feminine step. I love to watch people walking, I do. I saw a really tall girl earlier on, and she was a girl, and she was really tall. And at first looks, I did think, wow, you've got big shoulders, darling. I did think straight away, it triggered me. But then I started registering straight away. Close set eyes, small skull, slender, really sloping neck. But the shoulders were very wide. But because she was taller than average women, she was taller than me, this girl. Or at least as tall as me, I would have said. I was driving, so I didn't get a proper stare at her. But the gate, when she stepped across the road, I was just like, girl till the cows come home. If you imagine the diamond, that diamond shape that is, where are we? Let me just go back up there. If you imagine that diamond shape there, when a woman walks, it kind of compresses downward. Or at least that's what it looks like because the knees are opening more. When you don't get that with a man, and when you see that flex there of a woman's gait, for me now as a forensic student, as 3 years in, I find it absolutely attractive. Just the way a woman walks, I'm like, bing! It's a real woman. More than a woman. There's nothing more than a woman. A real bio-feminine, natural woman. Not these monsters. This is a monster. It wasn't knitted together by God. It was originally as a boy, and it was then slapped on a slab, in a surgical room somewhere, and some doctor butchered the boy to look like a girl. So it's not a girl. It'll never be a girl. It's not got a womb. We call them woman because they have wombs. They have an extra organ we don't have, the womb. And once you realise that the womb needs a bigger hole here than it does there to create babies, you realise that men and women look differently, especially in the hip area. And there's nothing more beautiful than a real woman walking along, just walking. It is poetry in motion, like the song, poetry in motion. That's what a real woman looks like. She looks like poetry in motion. Whereas the drag queens, they have to overdo it. They have to extend the swag, right? They have to make it flamboyant rather than graceful. A woman doesn't have to be flamboyant. She's naturally flamboyant in the way she walks. Graceful. It's a graceful flamboyancy rather than full on, you go girl, you know what I mean, Shaniqua, and all that nonsense that modern day life has taught young girls to be like, and young boys. Look at the size of those arms. Look at that chest. Very Taylor Swiftish, much more beefier, beefcakier. Right, we're done. I can't find any more gates on McKenna Grace. We're done. Hello, Krish. How you doing? Hello, Agent D. How you doing, mate? Sorry I didn't say hello. Oh, you just Scroogle. Scroogle just messing with me, look. Nobody else's browser does this, just mine. Screw you, Google. Right, let's take the 4 gates. 4 gates, that's the belter now, right there. That's a home run. See you later, McKenna Grace. You could literally show me that you got a vagina and I still wouldn't believe you. Your gate gives you away. Bearing in mind, they can wear skin suits that have vaginas attached to them or penises. Or they can literally have bottom surgery. Not many of them do. Some of them do. The castratos, they do. Most bald people are FTMs. That's a big statement, Agent D, but you could be right. You could be right. It's a terrifying fact, because I know a lot of bald men. But you could be right. But there is a natural born element that sends men bald, right? Because I've got a few. I had a mate called, my best mate Stevie. Honestly, he started going bald and thinning out at 19 years old. He was so thin on top. But that's one of the people that Race says walks like the Terminator. Race literally, and Race has said this online a few times, he walks like the Terminator, Dad. So my best friend could have been an FTM, I don't know. I've not seen his gait, I've not looked at him that way. But I know this much, his sister, their child went from Kylie to Kyle whilst Race was at school. It's the reason I pulled him out of his school. I just thought, I've had enough of this. You cannot tell me in no uncertain terms that they're not grooming children. Because they are. These problems never existed. 20 years from now, all these children that have done this, it's a ticking time bomb. It really is, when they realise that they've been hogwashed, brainwashed by mass media into mutilating themselves. Because that's what it is, it's self-mutilation at the end of the day. I'm talking about for a normal person, I'm not talking about for this person. This person, these people were mutilated from birth. Bill was brought into the world as Bill, even though he's a girl. McKenna Grace was brought into the world as McKenna Grace, even though he was a boy. I'm not talking about the secret ones. I'm talking about the open ones. For them, it's a ticking time bomb, because a young mind is impressionable. And all these young people that have gone and done this without a thought for the future, thinking they know best. I'm a fully thinking human being. I'll tell you what, right? I didn't have my head screwed on till I was about 25. Then I started to get my act together. 19 was a bit of a turning point when I met my girlfriend, and I started working for the first time and stuff. But I didn't start to get my head screwed on until I was 25. But even at 40, I was nowhere near as smart as I am now. Not even close. And it's because of my education. It's because of society. I was more bothered about going to raves and dropping ecstasy and dancing the night away and being a clubber and all these distractions, just total distractions. Our parents went through it with mini skirts and Woodstock and so on and so on, and it's been this way, I don't know, for a good 30 years, hasn't it? Since the 90s, they really started to push this agenda on us. Before that, you didn't really hear anything about it. It's like 90s to the 2000s. This is the new millennium, man. All these woke children that think they know the truth. Adults don't even know the truth. Adults don't even care about the truth. So what chance do the children have? The Bible states that when you sow your seed, that you sow it on good soil. So when you speak your words, speak it to good people. If you're scattering your seed between the cracks, people with cracks in them, and rocky ground, people with hard personalities that don't care, your seed's not going to grow because they are of their father. That's the only answer I have, that they are of their father. There is no system for us. It's their system to keep us held back. If we had a proper system, because Antonio once said to me, we need a system in place for people, and I agree, we do. One that looks after them though, one that makes sure they don't go without, one that runs on a moneyless society. Imagine that. They're already going for the cashless society, no cash, just credit cards, right? And people are like, oh, we can't live without cash. Imagine if we did live without all of it. There's no debit, no digital. It's just nothing. You just, one day a week you go and do a job. One day a week you go and do a certain job, whatever it is. Sewage cleaning, baking, bagging shopping groceries, whatever it is. You go and do that one day a week. The rest of the week you take off. Someone else does that job on a different day. So people are like to me, yeah, you can't do that. So everybody works on Monday and everyone gets the week off. What about shops being open? Oh, you idiot. Not everybody takes the Monday off today. Someone works Tuesday, someone works Wednesday, that way. The whole world works on a freeness, right? That you do one day's work for free. And in return for your one day's work free, anything you want in the world is yours. A holiday, it's yours because it's free. You work for free. Someone will fly you to your holiday destination for free. Once you get there, someone will drive you to your hotel for free. Once you get to the hotel will have people working in it because they're doing their one day for free to make you have a wonderful holiday that you haven't paid for other than one day work a week. Wouldn't that be a nice world? That'd be a lovely world, wouldn't it? Where children don't go hungry. They're never cold. They've never got no clothes or shoes on their feet. Because we've got all the materials and stuff. But what we do is we take little children in third world countries and make them work for 50 pence a day, making $200 trainers to sell to the American public, the English public and all the Western world, whilst the children are enslaved for 50 pence a day working in horrible environments to make trainers for you. This is all fair, right? And the $1,000 phone, they get 50 pence a day to make the $1,000 phones that you walk around with in your pocket, your material goods. I've got an iPhone 5C. I don't know, it must be 11 years old since I found the truth out 11 years ago. I've never changed phone ever since. It's 11 years old. I've still got it. I'll never upgrade it. I don't give a crap. Stick your new iPhones up your ass. I don't care about your 48 meg. See, that's another thing. 48 megapixel camera on the new iPhone 16. And you're telling me you still can't get a picture of Bigfoot? You still can't get a picture of a UFO? You got a 48 megapixel camera and all you show me is a blurry video of a fairy suit in the woods. It's a joke. It's an absolute joke. that people still fall for this. I like facts. I do. I like facts and forensics. It puts all the liars into the same sweet basket. Next, Angela Johnson, son of Mancode. It's a strange name, isn't it? Angela. I've never heard that. Oh, is it Angela? Angela, but a very strange way of spelling it. Okay, Angela Johnson. I don't think I've done him. I'll just check the back file quickly. Paste. Angela Johnson. Let's check. Whilst that searches, we'll have a look. We'll have a look at images. There we go. He's got a big set of gnashes. That's the first thing I notice. Deep set, far apart eyes. Is that the wife? And this just makes me want to cringe. It literally makes. I know that you've just had this baby, and he's in there pretending to feed baby with his plastic boobies. That right there, that is just fucking insanity right there. May God have mercy on you for your lies, your deception, your deceitfulness. I was speaking to a guy today. He's from World War II. Killed men with his bare hands. And he's an honest man. He's a good man. And he's like, if I had my way, I'd end them all. I'm like, yeah, but that makes you no better than them, right, Mick? I know you've got the power to do it and the mindset, but does that not make you like the devil? If you know, you're doing exactly the devil's work by being like him. The judgment is God's, that's for sure. But in the living world, we have laws, and these people have broken many laws, including messing with the minors. Because whether I like it or not, this person was messed with when he was born, turned into a girl, and then he goes on to do it to his children. It's normalised for this person. Absolutely normal that they do this, that they pretend to get pregnant whilst the woman who's got a beard is pregnant, and then they walk around with his plastic moon bump for 9 months pretending to be pregnant. The idea, the control system, the system that's controlled, wants you to believe that this is a normal couple, but in reality, once you know what's going on, there's nothing normal about it, right? Nothing normal about it. The pretense of wearing a moon bump and growing a beard and chopping your boobs off for only one reason, and that's ambition. Ambition, that's all they want. Ambition, to be famous, to be rich, to live under Satan's guise. That's all they want. Ambition. I have an ambition, and it's that the truth be free, that it be freed for everybody, until the world knows the truth. The whole world deserves the truth, instead of this big satanic lie that we're living in. It would be a different world, it really would. The minute people get the souls back and realise, like Jesus said, you are like kings and queens. You'll live like kings, die like princes. Only I don't want to die like the Prince of Darkness. Again, these are just the puppets, right? These are just the puppets that they show us. Behind the curtains is another set of these liars pulling the strings. And the only reason that they get away with it is money. It's the only reason they get away with it, because everybody's too busy in a rat race for money, trying to get one up on the next door neighbour. The grass is always greener on the other side. Well, it is in heaven, that's for sure, but the whole world is competitive is the word I'm looking for. They made competitiveness out of everything. An ideal world, knowledge would go from parents to children. Yes, it would, Harry. It'd be passed down like... That's why they wanted the women to go to work. So not just to tax another half of the nation, but it was threefold, wasn't it? It was to get that caring nature out of children that mothers put into them instead of going to school, to tax the nation and then send them to a government-run school where they can be taught any nonsense and believe it. And that's the worst thing, that as children we believe what the adults are telling us, right? You're descended from a monkey, little Johnny. You live on a spinning ball, Mandy. And they go round the world distributing the same lies, right? You've seen the videos when they show news presenters and there's like one window, tonight on the news, and he starts reading and then another window opens and it's exactly the same words, tonight on the news, and it's again exactly the same script, the same words, right down, and then in the end you've got like 200 different news channels all pushing exactly the same story in the same manner. And you're like, is any of this real? Is any of this... look at the size of them two. She reminds me of... I want to say Mira Savino, but it's not. It's the other one. The one who's got a penis when he's swimming. I can't remember his name. All the men fancied him. I forgot what I was saying. No, it's gone. Right, let's get this one on the go. Angela Johnson, Son of Man Code. Are they brothers? They've got to be brothers, aren't they? They look the spitting image of each other. Is it his brothers? Are they all three brothers? He's the odd one out, isn't he? Him. I want a 50-50 on your face. Let's go back to the top 1 second. Itchy back. Mini Driver. That's exactly who it looks like. Get out my head, Ollie Begley. How do you do that? I didn't even give a good clue to who it looked like, and you knew who it was. That is mental, Ollie Begley. Yeah, Mini Driver. That's exactly what I meant. I didn't even give a good clue to who I was thinking of either. Right. I want you 50-50, mate. That'll do. It's a bit small. See, some people will say, he's got close together eyes. No, he hasn't. They're far apart. It's a big triangle. Look, the big face fills the whole skull. He's just tilted his face down a bit, that's all. We want a 50-50 where he's looking at camera. That's close. Do you know what? I think I will go with the other one. We'll try that one. Oh, I was spitting image of Mini Driver. We'll take that one. Let's see if we've got the other one. If he's got any gates. I don't know if he's got any gates, you know. What is he? A comedian? He's a comedian. You'd expect some. What's that? Ooh, that's close to a gate. It really is. Straight legs, look. Knees together. No opening. There should be some sort of flamingo foot here. And it's not there. And I know you can say, oh, it's because he's stumbling around on stage. He's not really walking, is he, Peter? But it's not. Once you can do this, you can just tell by posture sometimes, just the way they're standing, that it's a man or a woman, especially if the feet are together or apart. He's got no gates, the lad. I don't think it's happening. He's got a big smile though. Oh, that baby was so cute. I saw a good video the other day. It was the difference in boys and girls, and the dad had put 2 plates out, and the child's plate had 2 biscuits on it, and dad's had none. The boy came along, picked up the lid off the plate, saw there was 2 biscuits, grabbed one, started eating, grabbed the one, walked away. Dad just looked at him. Then the little girl come along. The little girl saw the plates, looked at the 2 biscuits, and automatically gave one to dad. And everyone's like, for everybody else watching that video, it's like, the little girl and the little boy. The boy's greedy and the little girl's not. It's not always the case. Boys can be kind as well. It's just on that occasion the boy didn't eat the biscuit. But that's not what caught my attention. What caught my attention was, and if you've ever seen the video, the foreheads. Go look at the foreheads of them children, and it is just so apparent. A boy and a girl. It's unreal. The boy with the sloping forehead versus the real girl, little real girl with a big, massive, double dotted forehead. It's just so obvious in that pair of children what I was looking at. You see, some videos like that do get some views, but the ones that get millions and millions and trillions of views, well, that's them. It's always them. You're not allowed to be promoted. What did I get the other month? 5.8 million views on a picture. But I'll be honest with you, I bet most of them were the community, not real people that saw it. Walking. This ain't happening. I'm leaving. I am. I'm out of here. Isn't that cool? I'll waste another 20 seconds of my life for you putting in street, even though it's not going to be there. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, it's no good. You're no good. You're no good. You're no good. I took a look though. Whoever requested it, find me the gates. I'll do you the meme next. Finn Wolfhard. I've already done this. Wolfhard. I've definitely done this one. Gale to the cows come home. Let's have a look in the back file. Bye, Angela. There we go. Finn Wolfhard. Let it search. Whilst it does, I'll find you a gate. It's definitely a woman. Look at that face. Small mouth. Soft, beautiful eyes. Beautiful. Where's your Adam's apple and your trachea? Finn Wolfhard walking. Game over. There's a female Bigfoot. Look at those legs and hips. Where is my gate? I know you've got one because I've already done you. I know I have. There's one. There's another. That was a nice one back there. There's a beautiful one. Look. Woman, inline footfall. Game over. Thanks for playing CSI. Let me just check the back file. It's still searching. There it is. Finn Wolfhard. I've already done it. Next. Carla Perez, Brazilian dancer. Let me click on the name. Carla Perez. He looks like a gladiator there. Do you want to be a gladiator? Carla Aparecida Perez Suarez de Silva. What a name! That's a big name. Right, let's have a look at Carla. Images. Oh, he reminds me of Mariah. He reminds me of Kiri, not Carla. Deep set, squared looking eyes. Not the biggest dental arch. It's still wide, but I think they have a lot of denture work, orthodontistry done to try and reduce things as they're growing, you know, to bring them in a bit more rather than let them fill out. But regardless, the wife has still got a smaller smile, right? Oh, maybe not in this case. She's got quite a big set of teeth, if that's his wife. Definitely got sloping shoulders though. Let's go back a picture. What's that? Well, that don't look satanic in any way, shape, or... Well, my word. That looks as satanic as it comes. A big golden horny demon on the right. A host of golden demons screaming lust and base desire. Who is that? Is that the wife? Meep, meep. I couldn't help it. What is that? Well, I think his Adam Raisin fell out of his neck and it's in your undies now. I'm sorry, it was tasteless of me. I couldn't resist it though. Let's go back a pick. And again. Right, what's his name? Carla. Carla with his ass out. Let's have a look. I'm glad they put that camera sign there. I really am. Right. Let's get a 50-50 on Carla's face. That don't look like him. Is that him with dark hair? That don't look like him. They look like three strapping young... Oh my gosh! What is that? No... Oh, that one. That one's terrible though. You got no chance. Bunch of dudes. Look at the size of their feet. They're not getting discount at Walmart, are they? At JP Sports. I can do you this one at Child's prices. Is that him? That is him. It's not a gate though. It's not very good. Right, let me go back and get his face. Is that him? I'm not sure if that's him. It's got to be, hasn't it? Carla Perez. It could be a different Carla Perez, actress. I've got no idea. I don't think that is him, is it? That's a different person. Carla Perez. Carla Perez. Oh, that's annoying. I don't know which one to look at. You didn't tell me. There's an actress. There's the blonde one. There's a Power Ranger one. Oh my gosh. I don't know which one I'm supposed to be looking at. Blonde. The blonde one. Not the actress. So I'm looking at this one. There we go. Right, let's have a look at him. There's a 50-50. I see squared, very squared looking eyes, wide-ass cheekbones. The head narrows inward on each side, look, instead of bellowing outwards. The chin's been feminized, quite a thick clavicle. Well, he's definitely got big shoulders, lot of man arms. Look at the width on this bicep. That's man. Look at the size. Right, follow the muscle down on this shoulder. Look how far down that muscle comes before it curves. Right there. That is a huge shoulder. Let's go back. I like the other one. We'll take that as your 50-50. Let's see if we can find Gates. Can't see it. Can't see it. What's that one? Carla Perez. No, that's the other one, isn't it? I don't know. Yeah, that's the other one. That one's not though. That's the blonde one. Still not a Gate. Oh look, double devil horns. Tell me you're a Satanist without telling the rest of the world you're a Satanist. All of the Brazilian comedians I've investigated so far inverted. It's all of them. You won't find anyone in any faction of Brazilian government, politics, doctors, police. It won't matter. They're all in on it. That's how they keep control of it. That's how they keep control of the drugs. Because they control it all. Oh my gosh, what is that thing there? Who is that? Silvio Santos. Well, that's a woman. Look at the difference in their eyes. I know this one does have a wider dental eye. Well, it looks wider, but the eyes were done right there. Carla Perez. I haven't got any Gates. This isn't happening. Oh, nope, still going. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. Walking. Let's have a look. See if we can't find him this way. That is him walking there. It's no good. Oh, we're done. We're done. There's no pictures. I'll tell you what, I'll give you a second crack at a whip and give you a street. But I don't think it's going to happen. Oh, we're done. Definitely. I can do it that way, but it's not. Oh, maybe it will. No, there's nothing. There's literally nothing on this person. We're done. Right, next. Sheila Cavallo, Brazilian model and dancer. Images. Straight away I see man face. Look at the size of that Nashers. I'm done. Look at the grill on it. Absolutely huge. Is that the one we just did? It isn't it? No, it's Sheila Mello. Matt, both of them have got blockheads, right? You can see they both got very squared, rectangular looking heads straight away. That's a massive man face, huge mouth. Absolutely massive mouth. That mouth should be triggering you straight away. Women have got small, beautiful mouths. Soft eyes, like this little lady here with a fuzzy wuzzy beard, who's had a double mastectomy. This, oh look, tell me you're connected to Babylon without telling the rest of the world. By the rivers of Babylon, where men sat down. Na 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 na. You got the softest eyes. They said, rinse out your mouth. Look at that. Look at that dude. Right there. That's terrifying. That is major man muscle right there. Let me go back. I need a 50-50 on that man face. That'll do, I think, don't you? Oh my gosh! Look at that. Is there a single picture of that somewhere? I want that 1,000-yard stare. Look at that 1,000-yard. That's terrifying. If you was walking down a dark alley and that thing came towards you, honestly, I think your bumhole would ripple. What's up, Marley? You coming up? You coming up? Alley up, boy. Yes, handsome. He said, rinse out your boobs. That is terrifying. I almost thought that was bare topless then. It's because the bra was the same colour as his skin. Oh, it's a flip-flop pool party. What are we doing? We got men with plastic boobs. He'll never drown. He'll never drown. If he falls in the pool drunk, he'll never drown. He'll just come to the surface. Oh my gosh, look at that face. 1,000-yard stare. I want that other picture. The one with the 1,000-yard stare. Cause you got big giant bowling ball heads. Look at the size of them three. To the left. What is that? Is that just a stain on the photo on my wall? What is that? That literally looks like something's hanging down. What is that? You've got my attention. I'm going to take that picture. We'll have a look at it later. Right. I is still looking for your face. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. That picture in the pool there, where was it? Come back to me. Well, that one's no better. Wonder Man. Wonder Woman! Wonder Man. Terrifying. There's no gates. Oh, hang on. Did that just click and carry on? It did click. Ugh. Oh, now we're out pics. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah. Welcome to Earth, where men have grown their hair long, get a boob job and push prams around whilst wearing white miniskirts. Oh, sorry. I don't know who that is, but that's a dude. Don't care what you say. Straight leg and knee punching straight. That's a man. Look at the length of his arm. Shut up. Bowling ball sized head. Final answer. That's a dude. Oh, is it him? Is that actually? Oh my gosh. Is that him? That's actually another showgirl. Her name was Lola. He was a showgirl with pretty flowers in his hair, and his boobs came down to there. Dun 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 dun. With those big man legs. Oh my gosh, straight legs. It's game over with those two pictures. That is him as well, right? That is him. Now we've got Gates. See you later, Sheila. Thanks for playing CSI, Sheila. Right, Sheila's done for. Sheila's a bloke. She'll be coming round the mountain when she comes. Yee-hoo! She'll be coming round the mountains when she comes. She'll be walking like a man any way she can. Coming round the mountains when she comes. And we'll take your blurry picture all the same. Fallen Angels. Uh-oh. Oh, sweet baby Jesus. Look at that straight back. All the way down. That's just a Brazilian bum lift. Flat back, look. If it wasn't for that bum lift, there'd be no bum there, and you'd just be like, that's a bloke. But because he's got a Brazilian bum lift, you're fooled. Look at that flat back. All the way to the hip. Flat as a pancake. We're done. That's a terrifying picture. I won't sleep tonight. That is just a dude. It's a dude. Dudes with boobs on YouTubes. Look at the state of them bowling ball skulls. Get off my screen. Take me back home, please, Father. Oh my gosh. Did I save those gates? Where's all them gates gone that I just found? I'm panicking now because I just found a load of gates. Did I save them? Please tell me I saved those gates. Downloads. I did. I did save those gates. Three gates. I just need your man face. I really want that one with 1,000 yards there. There it is. We're going to take that one, even though it's a bit small. We're going to take it. If I need another one, I'll come back and get it. But thanks for playing CSI with me, Sheila. Next, Liam Lubany. Liam Lubany, Palestinian actress. The chances of me doing Liam Lubany are remote, but I'm going to check. Because I've done 17,000 celebrities and I've kind of lost count of all the names. I'm not going to be able to remember all the names. Anyway, even with a mnemonic memory, I'm not going to be able to remember all those names. That's a dude. He looks like someone. I can't think who it is. Is it a porn star? I think I might be seeing a porn star. It might be Selena Gomez as well, though, that I'm seeing. I don't know. That's terrifying. Oh my gosh. What's the backfire saying? Liam Oh, we've got him. Liam Lubany. Yep, we've already done it. He didn't search my back file. Next. Nicardo. Nicocado Avocado. I think we've already looked at this. It's a food eater. There's no gates, I'm sure. Is that him? There's quite a bit of distance in the eye, but I'm seeing dial M for Mongos, a flat forehead, very little brow bone, but I'm seeing an egg-shaped face. Is anybody else seeing the egg-shaped face? I'm seeing an egg-shaped face. I'm definitely seeing a girl. Pink lips, Cupid's bow, soft eyes. They are far apart, but I've got dial M for Mongo, sharp A forehead, small ears, no Adam's apple or trachea. Is that your boyfriend? Let's have a look at him. Well, he's got a bigger jaw than you. That's a little bit weird, don't you think? Right, I'll tell you what. Because it's a YouTuber, we're just going to go straight to walking. Because they're not going to be there, are they? Oh, maybe they are. Let's have a look. I'm in the mood for dancing, romancing. Oh, we're giving it all away. Yeah, there's no gates. And that's your Nico Avocado. This is why I don't do YouTubers. They've got no pictures. Next. Bukal Banchamek. Now this one got me. Because I've seen this dude fight. Well, I say dude. I've seen this person fight. But once you've started seeing the Manny Pacquiao's short T-Rex arm. Once you've started seeing the Manny Pacquiao's in this world. These ones don't pass as easy. Tiny clavicle. Look at the length of this clavicle. What is it? 4 inches? If it was a man, even from wherever this person's from, in the Middle East, to the East, you'd expect more definition in the bone work. This woman's got an amazing kick on her, I'll tell you that. Yeah, that's the one. She's got an amazing kick on her. Like I said before, you should know this. Men's strength. Look at the size of the shoulder blade here, look, connecting to the arm. Then look at the size of that shoulder blade connecting to that arm. But when it comes to the hip area and the bone area, women have a lot of power. They kick out babies from this region. They have a lower centre of balance compared to a man. She's up here somewhere. A woman's is lower. That's why they make better skateboarders and BMXers. Once you know these differences, they show. They show in these fighters. Very T-Rexy on the upper arms. 20 grand's worth of surgery to create the body. We've seen it many times before. Bruce Lee. Look at the scarring here. This is what triggered me. This is right now. This is for all of you that are new, and for those that are old. If you haven't heard me say this, there was a time when I discovered Bruce Lee was a woman. Bruce Lee's a woman. Bruce Lee's a woman to me. Bruce Lee's a woman. And the way I discovered this was by looking at the pectoral muscle, and I'm seeing exactly the same damage. On a real woman, the breasts are joined together here, and then up to the top seam there. They have to separate the breasts, which you don't do with man. You don't have to separate the breasts. He just gets a perfect line down here. And big plates. They're not big plates. And I know that Asians aren't the biggest of people, the tallest on average. But I would expect... even from an Asian man, a lot more bonage, a lot more clavicle, a lot more arm muscle, bigger plates on the top. Did they have a fight? They're both women, look. It doesn't matter what you say, they're both women. Close set eyes, no brow bone, flat forehead, tiny ears, pink lips, Cupid's bow. Same with Manny Pacquiao. They've got the same bodies, look. They're not massive. It's just because you're not used to seeing women jacked up. You can jack a woman up quite a bit, depending on her size. The taller you get, the more you can make her look jacked, right? But I'm seeing a woman, close set eyes, and I know for people that don't know how to do this, you're like, shut up, Punch! Look at his shoulder, look at his butt. That's a tiny upper arm. Popeye. Really short arms. Let's see if we can't find some gates on. I'm sure I've looked at this person before, you know. Not very big at all, look. Tiny, in fact. Tiny woman's frame. But that's a big woman there, look. Look at the way she's standing. The arch in her legs shouldn't be that, her hips shouldn't be that wide. Is that the wife? Oh no, it's Manny Pacquiao. Did they have a fight? Did the kickboxer have a fight with a boxer? Is that what happened? Well, we're done. There's no way that Pacquiao, if he was a real man, gets to fight Manny Pacquiao. Because the real man would just literally ruin Pacquiao's face. Ruin his ribs, ruin everything. A real man. So that's the only way you could let these... You're the first mate to say what was in my head about what I was seeing. Whole different earth now. It is a different earth once you can see these deceivers for what they are, women in disguise. I used to love boxing and MMA. I did. Even though I don't know this person, I used to love it. Very rare I sit and watch any fights or anything because I know I'm watching women, and it doesn't have the same appeal to me as when I thought they were men kicking the living crap out of each other. I don't want to watch women kick the crap out of each other. I'm not saying I want to watch men anymore do it. These competitions, this competitiveness that they've put in the world. What they've done is they've taken the Greek games and just turned it into real life, so everybody's competing against each other. And they don't compete. They're already judges. They're already at the top. They're the kings, the queens, the judges, the bankers. It don't matter. They don't do fuck all. Nothing. They don't do nothing. It's us that compete against each other, kill each other, work against each other instead of working in unity with each other. If we all did, all the prawns in Thailand, they'd come to England for free. All the potatoes in England, they'd go to Thailand for free, etc. The whole world could just exchange its goods as it's doing now. All the routes, all the transit systems, oranges from Spain, grapes from Italy, whatever. All the transit routes stay the same. It's just free. And you do 1 day a week. And then when you want something, whether it be a bottle of wine to, I don't know, a pair of boxing gloves, it's free. Because someone did a day's work for you, just the way you did it for them. Then you've got no bosses, have you? You've got no one lording it up over you. Someone who can hold your job against you. They know you need the money, so they're horrible to you. And you can't change jobs. For those of you that are lucky enough to change jobs when you've got an horrible boss like that, count it a blessing from God. But again, God said, let him without sin cast the first stone. Well, Jesus said, sorry. Jesus said, let him without sin cast the first stone. So, again, I can't judge Bacchal for what's happened. I can't even empathise with what's happened to him because it hasn't happened to me. I don't know how I would feel if I was born a girl and someone without my permission turned me into a boy. I don't know how I would feel. If I had the same conscience that I have now, I'd be pretty upset about it. But whether this person cares or not, only God knows. The same goes for all of them. How many of them are actually drinking blood of children and adrenochrome and all this nonsense I hear? How many have actually do it? Can any of it be proven? And the answer is always no. You can't prove any of this stuff to me. Tom Hanks drinks adrenochrome. It's why they all look so young. Bollocks! They look so young because they've got the best plastic surgeons in the world. They eat the best foods in the world. They don't eat the same shite we eat. So they live longer. The average person nowadays lives between 50 and 70. When it used to be 70 and 90. These people live up to 100 and something. So their lifestyle, their comfy lifestyle, no threats in the world, no stress. Stress is one of the biggest killers in the world, right? High blood pressure, etc. It's one of the worst killers. We've got no gates. That's not real, is it? AI. No. There we go. Oh, I've got a problem right there. Same with Mike. Look at Mike's open knees. I've got the same problem here, open knees. I've got a very strange walk on both of these two. I already know that Mike's a girl. Mike Ty's son of Man code. Remember, it's the Son of Man that's coming back. They've got the same gaits. What's that? Is that you? Bukal Banchek. That is him. That is him. Tiny close. That's a dude. That's a dude all day long with straight legs. Gets he. And this one, knees together versus knees. That's a man trying to walk like a woman. Doesn't work though. Knee and foot and knee all looking forwards. Not over here though, look. This knee and this foot bent outwards a bit. And that one is definitely going outwards. I've got a woman here. That's a nice gait. It's not perfect. It's a shame that's not a mince. If that had been taken a split second earlier with that foot laid backwards, just lay that foot and leg backwards and you've got a real female gait. It's a woman right there. And you can tell not only by the way they walk, but by looking at the skulls. which is why I want you to learn both. Is that your husband? We're done. Look at the shape of this leg. Knees together, straight legs, knees together, buckled, bowed legs, knees apart. She's a girl. Bukal Banchek. No matter how much you don't want to believe me, that's a dude there. That's an Asian dude and that's an Asian girl. Is that an inline footfall? Yes, it is. Tiny skeleton of a woman. She got one hell of a kick on her. But remember, she's kicking other women. Men aren't going to feel that same damage that these... remember, it's a woman on woman. So if it's a woman with a strong kick, she's going to knock shit out of this... Excuse me language. She's going to knock the crap out of this woman. No problem if she's got a stronger kick. But when it comes to kicking a man, he doesn't feel the pain the same way that a woman does. He doesn't. He's bigger, he's stronger. He's got testosterone pulsing through him. It's a natural testosterone. He's not having to drink it in the morning to give him a deep voice and grow a beard. He naturally, bio-male, naturally produces testosterone, naturally gives him strength. So yeah, for all my life, I watched women beating themselves to death thinking they were men. It doesn't make it any better if they were men. I agree. But I'm still left with this bitter aftertaste that I've been hoodwinked from start to finish. And well, I don't care what anybody else thinks. All I can do is act on my behalf. Act on my feelings, my emotions, on behalf of God. I do it on behalf of God. It's not just like about my emotions. I do it on behalf of God. I do it for the children in this world that don't have a voice. For all I know, this person wants it to stop and can't speak up because the elites will finish her. I don't know what the truth is. We will know the truth when God gets here. The Son of Man comes first, then God, in that order. So once all the cards are on the table and we know everything, God will make a decision, right? He's going to separate the wheat from the tares. These are the tares. It is, folks, as much as you don't want to admit you've been deceived, ripped off, fooled, shenaniganed. Is that Bukal? That is an inline footfall, and that is elbows out. Whoever that is, tigers must live in the jungle with Bukal's manager. That does look like a woman, doesn't it? It doesn't look like a man. Is that Bukal there? I think that is. Look at that foot and knee swinging outwards. Problem with this little boy, who's probably not a little boy anymore. I've looked at this one before and I didn't have any gates, but I found them now. Is that him there as well? I think it is. Full inline female football. I see a girl till the end of days. And as hard as that is for you to accept that this is a girl, this is the power of testosterone, plastic surgery, and Satan deceiving you. This is the power that they've got to deceive you with. Blessed is he who has eyes that see and ears that listen. For his truly is the kingdom of heaven. And I know Jesus didn't say that. I did. Okay? People go, Jesus didn't say that. That's not what Jesus said. I know he didn't. That's what I said. I love Jesus. But Jesus told me in his own words, don't worship me, worship the Father. Straight out the words of my hero's mouth. And that's what I do. I worship the Father every day. And I'm blessed by Jesus and his kindness and his mercy. And that's all I've wanted to do. Take him out of my life. Make me miserable. Make me hateful. But I was created in my Father's image and he isn't hateful. He might be vengeful, but on my behalf, right, for what you've done to mankind, God has more than enough right as the creator of this world to be vengeful for those that have done these heinous, and they are heinous, crimes against us. They have taken away our liberties. They have taken liberty. and fooled the world. So blessed is he with eyes that see. Let's get your Facebook out. We're done. I think I got 5 gates, I'm not sure. I just need a picture of your head. That's what I really want. I want that, but smaller. Let's go book our face and see if we can get him that way. That's right, Chris. Nobody can go to jail for non-payment of money because it doesn't exist. Money's a fraud. Money doesn't exist. It's just in your mind. The banks don't have any money. The only time they get money is when you sign your signature over on your future earnings. And once you realise what they're doing to you, taxing your money, they put the houses out of your price range. Houses shouldn't cost as much as they do. On paper, anybody who's done legal name fraud will know that all buildings, it don't matter whether it's a garage, a shed, a mansion, a multi-storey skyscraper, it doesn't matter. That building is on paper for £10 English or $10 American. That's what it is in legalese. But you never get to see those papers. Those papers are kept hidden at the land registry where you register your building. You built it on God's land. It's not theirs. It's God's land. And we're all God's children. Now you work it out on that simple premise that this is God's world, this is God's land, and you are God's children. Now work it out. Which is why my very first page on Twitter says home. Right there. Do you think in heaven you have to pay God rent? Do you? Let's come back. Back out. I need your face. That one will do. It's a bit big. Can we find a smaller one? That one's a bit smaller. I would say it gives passage. God will create strong delusions. Yes, he will. A deeper, truer meaning for those times we're in. The sad part is, Ruth, is that when you're talking to someone you know and love, and you know that they're deluded, and they're calling you crazy, that's the part of the delusion that gets me. Like, how can you say I'm crazy? You think you're descended from a monkey with no proof. You think water bends with no proof. You think the earth is spinning with no proof. And I can do this right along every single one of your major rabbit holes. And then I can destroy each rabbit hole by going to the person who's talking about it and destroy them with forensics. That is the power of forensics. It doesn't matter who your teacher was, is, or is going to be. You are going to teach yourself. That's what I am here for, that you will teach yourself, that you will know the difference, and you will be able to tell all by yourself when you're looking at these. Look at that look at that necrotic nipple. Look at that mastectomy scar. You will know all by yourself that you are being lied to. You won't need my opinion. You won't need God's backup. You'll just know. God is the truth, and he will. That truth is inside of you. That's what they don't want you to know. That's why the Bible reads, the kingdom of heaven lies within you. The kingdom of God is in you to act that way, to be Christ-like. Never lifted the only time he lifted his hand was to the bankers, right? But he never hurt anybody. He never punched anyone. He never shot a gun. He never fired a crossbow. He didn't do anything. He just damaged all this system. He damaged the whole system with his words. In the beginning, there was the Word. The Word was with God, and God is the Word. And it will just the Word of God will destroy this whole system. As it gathers pace, it will. Have faith in God's kindness. Bacal, did I get his face? I did just take that face, didn't I? Downloads. Did I take his face? I didn't take that face. Balls. 1 second. Back one. I'll take that one. Save image. It's a bit big, but I don't care. Next. Stephen Gundry. Stephen Gundry is an American physician, low carbohydrate diet author, former cardio thoracic surgeon. Right, okay, let's have a look. Stephen Gundry. Oh, I see a woman. He looks like Lily Savage. Lily Savage without the makeup and shite. Soft eyes, pink lips. Who's that? Oh, we got major problems with you. I don't know who that is. Stephen Gundry, food, supplements and practical advice, staying young. That's a woman. Flat forehead, no brow bone, close set, coffee bean eyes, tiny dentures, high set ears, rounded jawbone, no Adam's apple. Girl. This is a girl with a jaw implant. Reminds me of Steve Martin. I'm seeing Steve Martin there. Is that your boyfriend? Who's that? Houston, we've got a problem. Is that Danica Patrick? I don't know who that is, but he's got a right square jaw on him and a big set of teeth. Let's go back one. Dr. Stephen Gundry, so proud. My daughter Melissa and my wife Penny, they have 2 brick and mortar. What? Oh, that might be something else. Right, let's go back. We're not interested in you. We're just looking at Gundry. I don't think this one's got any gates. Internet, alright. So, when I tell you I've done these people, I have. I've looked at them for you. There are no pictures for me to work with. If there were, I'd make you a meme. In this case, there is no meme because there are no pics. Dr. Stephen Gundry walking. It's a girl, but I can't prove it to you with a gate. I really want the gate. Is that you? Please let that be you. We are what we eat. That could be him. It's not a good shot though, how I see it. It's not a very good shot at all. Oh, Houston! Psst, we have a problem. I can even see the shoulder tilt. Get the f out of here. We're looking at Dr. Stephen Gundry, and there are no gates. I'm not going to write street because it's a waste of my life. Next. Sheila Mello, Brazilian dancer and actress. We've got another showgirl at the Copacabana. That reminds me, I've forgotten to put the ironing board away. Look at that flat stomach. You've got to be kidding me. Is that him? This is the sad part when you see what they're doing to the little boys, but there it is. Wide ass eyes, wide ass cheekbones, big mouth, square jaw. That's a dude. It's definitely a dude. Look at these two. That's him, right? It's just a dude in a dress. Let's get a square shot of that face. I don't quite like that one. That one's alright, but too big. That one's too small. Have we got something right in between? Is that him as a young girl? Young boy. Wide ass cheekbones. Dun, 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 dun. Cause you've got big head. Dun, 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 dun. And you've got a block head. And your shoulders. Well, look, just look. That's a bloke, look. That's a bloke with tits. I mean breasts, sorry. It's a bloke. Look at the stare. Look at the 1,000-yard stare, folks. But because men have been looking at this all their lives, they can't tell the difference. They're attracted to it. Because women can't tell the difference, they've been looking at it all their lives. Even with the Adonis belt, it makes it look like an iliac crest, but it's not. Because you've been looking at this all your life, ladies, you can't understand why your body doesn't look like this, especially when they've had babies. Look at that's a fucking beefcake right there. Beefcake. Ooh, he's got big bones. He probably has got a big bone in his underwear. We're looking at a dude. That is just a male bodybuilder with breasts. End of story. So look, is that a penis? No, it's not. It's a shame. Let's go back a pic. That is just terrifying. We'll take that picture. You shouldn't need my help in noticing that that's a male forearm and bicep. That's better. We'll take that. That's about as close as we've got to a 50-50. It's a bit small. I don't like it now. That one's better. We'll take that as your 50-50. Squared looking, far apart eyes, short but wide sloping forehead that caves inwards. Wide ass cheekbones, big mouth, nose has been feminized, ears have been hired, jaw barely touched. It's massive. It's a fucking diesel of a jawline. Let's go gate shopping with this fella. And it is a fella, knee punching straight forward. It's a shame he's not looking at me there. We'll keep that one up there because we might use it. Let's carry on down there. Council tax, don't know what that is. Go fuck yourselves, I'll tell you. You've taken enough taxes off me. What you let? Oh my gosh, look at the difference in their eyes. 1,000 yards there. That looks like someone, I can't place it. The whole system is designed to rob you, right down to your last pennies. So now there are people. I saw a woman the other day. It looked like a real woman, and she was crying because she had just spent $300 on food for the month, $340, and she only gets paid $500. How is her and her family supposed to live on the other $140? That's what, 35 quid a week for 4 weeks. How does she live on $35 a week after food? And it's all by design. They're setting it up so that it'll be digital, and they might change the system where houses are free and stuff, but you don't own it. You've got a car, but you don't own it. All this, well, it's the same anyway. Same system that we've got now, but they're actually telling you don't own it. The belief is that you've got an house, you've registered it, you've got a car, you've registered it, you've had children, you've registered them, they're yours, that it's all yours, they belong to you. No, they don't. You've signed them all away, including your children. You look at the distance in those eyes. You've signed them away under a legal name fraud, which, if you knew about the legal name fraud, it all of it becomes redundant the minute you can see the lie. That's what you've got to understand about this. The minute you understand the lie, all of it becomes redundant. Everything that they say they can do, it's all redundant. You've seen me turn away a bailiff at the door. I've done it loads of times. I ain't seen one for years. They just get the middle fit. They get shouted at and swore at if they knock at my door. You come calling at my door without my permission, you're going to get hammered. I don't care if you're the police. I don't care who you are, because I ain't broken no laws. You're going to get hammered, and I'll record them in lot for YouTube. Though I may walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil. There is no evil. There's Satan. That's pure evil. But in this world, all the things that you're scared of, they don't exist. Meteors falling from space don't exist. Space don't exist, let alone the meteors. That's a nice gate. Is that my dude? They're both men. We won't mention the little one. Is that a walk? No, that's a stand. It's no good to me. That one I've already got. That one's alright. Shame I can't see the other foot. I know it's there, right there. I can just see the tip of it. That's better. Sheila Carvalho. That's not who I'm looking for. We're looking for Sheila Mello. Is that him? That is him. Straight legs, knees together, space between the feet. Dun, 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 dun. Da, 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 da. Taxman gets the same reply. Once you've watched Aaron Russo, I can't remember what that film was called. There's a nice one as well. Aaron Russo, he does a film on money. I can't remember what the film's called. You just have to look up Aaron Russo films. Even though Aaron Russo is one of them, she came out and told us the truth. This was right in the middle of my legal name stuff. Which one is it? America, Freedom. So that might be it. Let's have a quick look. Aaron Russo. Rude Awakening, Teachers. No, I think that is that it. That might be it. The America one in the videos. Creator of the Glass for Sovereignty. This might well be it right there. That's a piece of it. America, Freedom to Fascism. That is it. That is the movie you should watch, particularly Americans, because it talks about American taxes and laws in that video. Aaron Russo was mad as hell. No, I think it is Freedom to Fascism right there. I'll pause it and I'll copy it for you guys so you can go and watch it. One of the first legal name videos I ever watched. And the bit where Aaron Russo is with the tax inspector minister, I don't know what you call him, whoever it is, somewhere along here, I'll show you the bit. You've got to watch it. Oh, Aaron Russo's gait was right there. Look at that. Female. Knee and foot bending outwards, like diamond shape in the legs. It's a woman, portly woman, wide hips, short shoulders, short arms. But there's nothing new there. But Aaron Russo was one of the ones that was allowed to tell us the truth. And he goes to, that is it right there, isn't it? No. I remember because the tax man was getting dead mad at him. I think that might be it there. Alan,
to shut down the Federal Reserve System.
They shut down the Federal Reserve System and reopened it under their own. There, this one, Egghead. Who is that? That's someone real famous, isn't it? I can't remember who that is. That's someone real famous. Egghead. Do you know what it looks like? It looks like, what's his name? They all love him. I can't remember. There's two of them in American politics. Sisters, well, brothers, but sisters. Watching this guy break down, this girl break down, as Aaron Russo kept saying, show me the law that says you have to pay taxes. He just keep going, no, you do have to pay taxes. He goes over it about 2 minutes, and Aaron Russo still don't get an answer. Bet Ron Paul. Yeah, it looks like Ron Paul. Is that Ron Paul? It looks like Ron Paul. Two first names. There's a bit in this where Aaron Russo's literally drilling him. Show me the law where it says I've got to pay taxes. Me, the living man. The business has to pay tax, not you. So what they did was they commandeered your name, legal name fraud. They took your name, copyrighted your name. Every time you use your name, you could be taxed on it. The minute you stop using your name, they're screwed. So once they've taken your name, they turned your name into a ship, which is commerce, which is a business. So they turn your name into a ship, making you a business rather than the living man. Once you return to natural law, son of man code, you'll be a nearer understanding what is going on in this world and how it's run and who runs it. Ron Paul. It does look like Ron Paul. It really does. But if you haven't seen that film, America, Fascism to Freedom, go watch it. It's a wonderful film. It teaches you a lot about legal name fraud and taxes that are absolutely unlawful. Save image. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, 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 bum. It's as simple as this. If your name's John Smith and they come knocking asking for John Smith, you say, no, you're John, son of John, or whoever your dad's name is. You say, I would say, I'm Peter, son of Peter. Or I'm Peter from the family of. As soon as you put the family of between your Christian name and your surname, you are no longer the businessman that they want to talk to. You're the living man. And they're not allowed to talk to a living man like that. You can fine them $5,000. Get off my property. You can charge them per letter you send them if you want to go for all that. Me, I'll tell you what I do. I just give them the middle finger and a load of swear words. Tell them God's watching. I'm just doing my job. Yeah, I know you are. Now you've done your job. Now fuck off. Excuse my language, but it does. It grinds me gears. It was like hearing my friend the other day say it's okay to do this to children. It just infuriated me. Absolutely infuriated me that you're okay with them ripping you off, taxing you when they shouldn't be taxing you. You're happy with it. You think it's going to hospitals and roads and schools, but it's not. They're all self-supported. The Grimsby the Grimsby Council invested £60,000 offshore in Iceland. It was a big hoo-ha about it, about them being trading and investing. They're not doing counselling work. It's a mockery. That's why nothing gets done in any village, town, city. That's why you live like this. That's why the streets look the way they do. That's why people on the streets look the way they do. All because of Satan's lie. And that is the end of it. It really is. It buggers them all up the minute you tell them the truth. And I told you, if I ever meet a celebrity, I am going to call them out. Of course I am. You got no chance. You don't get to meet the guy with 17,000 online memes and walk past me as if nothing's going to happen. I'm going to call you out. God made me the town crier. Save image. I need a cup of tea. I'll be right back. I'm thirsty. Give me a second. Wedged into the corner. Yes, hello, Marley. It's not time yet. I'm going to make a cup of tea, mate. Oh, my back. Dun, 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 dun. At the Copacabana. CC, touch your tree, father. Oh, it might help if I turn the kettle on, eh, Marlon? Hey? Hey, boo-boo. Are you gorgeous? Are you gorgeous, Marley? Hey? Are you gorgeous? Are you handsome? Got bacon. What's bacon? I eat it with flinch. I'm not getting you any because you eat it with flinch. You have to follow me everywhere, do you? Hey, you have to follow me everywhere. Yes, God, yes. Look at your tail, get out. You big, massive tail blasting everything. Get out of the way, you div. It's a tea bag, you div. You're not having it. Don't you go near that tea bag. You hear me? Right, I'm getting milk. Come on, move. Oh, do you need a drink, man? You need a drink, mate? I didn't see that, sorry. Bum, 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 bum. bomb. Your little face, the minute you hear a bag rustling. Do you want a bit of bacon? You want one of that? You want some bacon? You want one of that? You want bacon? Mallow want one? Mallow want one. No! Oh, look at that! I'll get you bacon, I didn't get the milk out. What a div. Right, can I chill out now? Hmm? Ba, ba, ba. Ba, ba, ba. What are you looking at? Get out, you div! Such a nosy dog. Who said you could come up here? Who said you could come up here and sit with Daddy? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yes, that was a nice piece of bacon, wasn't it? That's all you're after. Another piece. You can't con me, Marley. Right. Let's play again. Where were we? We were on Sheila Mello. Sheila Mello. I did him. Oh, we're done. Next. Dun, dun. Sabrina Carpenter. 40 million followers. Oh my gosh, that's a lot of followers. Let's have a look, see. Who's that? It looks like that film star from the 80s. Oh, what did I call him? I want to call him Ralph, but I don't think his name is Ralph. Really narrow face like that. Even narrower than that, I think. Oh, that's a nice cup of tea. Right. On their eyes alone, I fail them. Women have close set eyes. Men have far apart eyes. Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Doom. We'll take that picture. Barry O'Keegan. Barry O'Keegan. We've done that one. Wait, have I done Sabrina Carpenter? Let's have a look before I start doing him. Do. Paste. I've definitely done Barry O'Keegan. Oh, pepper. Lyle Lovett. Oh, it does look a bit like Lyle Lovett. No, it's not Lyle Lovett. It's so. It was in all the 80s films when I was growing up. He was a young actor. I want to call him Rodney or Ralph. I can't remember his name. I did him not long back. He's like he's never been in films since until just recently. He came back as like a grown man, even though he's a woman. No, not Harvey Keitel. That one's too easy. Oh, what did I call him? I can't even think of a film he's been in. I'll tell you what. There's a quick way of doing this. I thought Ollie Begley would have known who it was. Let's have a look. 80s male film star. 80s male film stars. Yeah, give me faces. Please give me faces. No! Why would you do that? Images. Joel Egerton. No, not Ralph Macchio. No. Looks like that one we was just looking at. Whoever that was. What's that up there for? Oh, yeah. If he's in one of these pictures, I'll know. He wasn't as big as like Ralph Macchio or Kiefer Sutherland or John Cusack or any of these faces. He wasn't as big as them, but he was still in loads of movies. I can't remember his name. It's driving me mad. As if he's not there, I'd expect him to be there. 80s film stars, male. And he's never done movies since. He was like a child actor. No, not Judd Nelson either. I know who Judd Nelson is. That's Judd Nelson there, isn't it? That one there. Andrew McCarthy. No, not Ferris Bueller either. No. Hello, Bruce. Not Ferris Bueller either. No, it's... Look at David Hasselhoff eyes there. Look at that woman. Look at that female. Look at that stare. Look at those pink lips. Absolute girl. She would have been stunning. David Hasselhoff would have been gorgeous. Heartthrobs. Charlie Sheen. It's not Charlie Sheen either. I don't know. Richard Gere. It's not Richard Gere. Alex MacArthur. No. He looks... honestly, he literally looks like that person there. He had curly black hair in one of his movies. Short like that. Ralph Rodney. I can't remember his name. 80s film stars. I can't believe his face hasn't come up in any of these pictures. Everyone else has. Emilio Estevez. Look how close together those eyes are. Give me a break. That's a woman. Look how small that face is. It is literally... Never trust a man whose eyes are too close together. Golden Boys. Barry, yeah, that is Barry O'Keegan, but he looks like someone, Ashley. We're looking for the other actor he looks like, and it's not showing up in here. 80s male film star. 80s male heartthrob. Let's have a look. I almost had it then. It's not Rodney Dangerfield. It's something like that, though. Rob Lowe. No, not this one. Not Tom. Not River Phoenix. Not Ferris Bueller. He wasn't as famous as these, but he was in a load of films. Not Judd Nelson. Not... What's his name? I'll know him if I see him, I'm telling you. Not Corey Haim. We saw that one. It's not that one. Patrick. I think that is it. Patrick. It is. That's the one. Patrick. What's his name? 80s male. Patrick. We're going to get it here, Chris. That's exactly what I'm thinking of. Patrick. Not Rodney. Patrick. Let's see if it comes up. No, not Patrick. There. That one. That one. Right there. That one. Looks like Barry O'Keegan, right, Chris? That's the one I'm talking about. That one. Patrick. You was right. It is Patrick. Dempsey. There we go. I remembered it. It's Dempsey. Patrick Dempsey. Dempsey. And there it is. Patrick Dempsey. You know what? That is so close to Barry Keoghan. Barry O'Keegan. The first picture was better, I thought. The first one I found, that one. Take a look at the face. I told you he had curly hair, look. Take a look at that face, look. And then ready? 1, 2, 3. Barry O'Keegan. A little bit fatter. Yes, Christine. Dempsey. That's the one. That is exactly the one. To Krishnan, thank you. Patrick Dempsey was the person I was thinking of. Right, so we're looking in the back file for this person. Oh, it's been done. I've got 2 Sabrina Carpenter, so you got no chance of me doing a third one. Done. What time is it? It's 11:15. 11:15. How long have I been going? 2 hours 40 minutes. That'll do. I'm going to go play some PlayStation. Just remember, boys and girls, God loves you, thinks you're amazing. He wants you to know that there is a way out of this hellhole you're living in, and that's to find your way back to him. In the next world, God will make sure everything is hunky-dory, not like it is in this one. Until next time, just remember, you were born in the image of God, into an inside out, upside down, back to front, tipsy, topsy, turvy world. Thank you very, very much for watching. Good night, goodbye, God bless. Bye.